Hi, everybody. Everybody's asking, where are all the journalists? We're still here fighting. But now we have to direct our attention to fight different causes. And so today I'm going to speak to the world. And I hope this gets far. Florida is going to be the epicenter of a trial of what they're going to decide to do across the nation. And this is where y'all can help. In 57 days, Operation Tidal Wave is happening, and they're already preparing. There are helicopters in the sky, drones being tested for facial recognition, checkpoints being set up. Our police have decided to join forces with an illegal militia of white supremacists. Our jails are now turned into detention centers because we can't hold enough, quote unquote, immigrants. And when you look at how many we've picked up, we're starting to run out. So why all of a sudden the escalation in planning for so many more? So let me explain. They have convinced our National Guard that it's not against the Constitution to go against the people. And so we don't have borders in Florida anymore. The whole state is the border. And then those National Guard are now training to be judges. And our troopers, state troopers, have now been raised up to be U.S. Marshals to protect these judges with no law degrees, National Guard people, to determine our justice and our Second Amendment rights and everything else. So when you look at what they're about to do in Florida, it comes down to this. In 57 days, there will be no flights coming in and out. The border to Georgia has already been planned on being closed. The waterways are already closed. There will be no cruises, no one coming into Disney, Universal, or the beaches. The beaches are covered in military right now. Ooh, it's scary. And so what's going to happen is we're a service industry. We rely on not paying out of our income taxes, state tax, because of tourism. That's going to go away. Matter of fact, so are the jobs. Because we're a service industry and we rely on our hotels and our theme parks and our beaches, that then feeds our restaurants, that then feeds our smaller hotels, that then feeds everything. They're already cutting out the whole Medicaid. They're cutting out Meals for Wheels. They're going after our food pantries. Our food is already scarce because it's hard to get truck drivers all the way down here. And plus our food is bad. Chicken, eggs, nothing's to be trusted nowadays. And so pretty soon, in 57 days, Florida's collapsing. And they're going to assume that we need them, and so we will comply with any rule that they do. And Floridians are preparing. For example, here in Central Florida, I have taken the precautions of boarding up my windows, my fences, every access way into my house. Even though I'm an American citizen, we live in fear. That as American citizens, even being Caucasian, so I can't imagine what everybody else is feeling that isn't. Because I already am. And we are rapidly taking down every social media network we can, getting off of Google, because of threat scores they're going to be labeling us with, or they probably already have. We just don't know what that score is yet. So we've cut ourselves off from a lot of the world. We've invested in stocking food instead of paying our mortgages. We have done our best to just get toilet paper because we're going to be too afraid to drive anywhere to go get it. And I'm a middle-aged white woman. And so you can imagine, because there is not enough immigrants in Florida to still keep getting. And these are not criminal immigrants anyways that they were getting. They were the neighbors. So here's how the world can start to help us. We're the epicenter. You need to start paying attention. We need to start setting up places that you guys can personally ship food. Donations for supplies. If you own a truck, we could set up locations you could drop off wood. First aid. And then we need to start teaching people the laws of what they can say and can't say. Because as this is getting ready to go down and we are a month later, the military can join them on our grounds too. They're beefing up the laws to protect police. But this isn't police anymore. You're joining the military, the police, and white supremacist Nazis who are not trained. And they're told that they have no rules. And on top of them not having no rules, and they can do whatever they want to us as citizens of the United States, they're giving them the right to do it. And so we need to properly train people what to say, how to protect themselves. Because there's one thing, as somebody that reported a lot in this day and age, and I've won awards for helping people, victims of things like police brutality, that everybody does have a right to not die. Because they're not God. They don't get to choose that. They have a right to fight if they think they're going to be seriously injured or killed. And those words right there will save them in courts. But there's so much more. So I'm going to dedicate my next few days with talking about Florida and addressing maybe what the rest of the world can do. Because if we can become successful at not letting them completely control us or put us in fear, then this isn't going to go to the other states. You guys see what I'm saying? So if you guys support us, and we're not starving, and our houses are secure, and we don't fear, we could rise. And we could say, ha, didn't work. We're good. We just get some days off of work. If we can support the businesses on the side just to help them pay their mortgages so that they can reopen after this. We're going to take a 3-month vacation maybe. But if you guys know about it now with 57 days, I'm sure there's people out there that can help. I'm always happy to be an epicenter of help. I don't care what my house looks like. I could jam it packed and just have people nonstop coming for deliveries. That don't matter to me. Let's help people.